The first time I saw her was when she entered the university I was attending as a junior, 1 year below me. That's how we met. We got married when I was 23. I was 23 and Jessie was 22. We're not exactly newlyweds, but since we had no children, we could spend all of our time together as a couple. We've been married for 4 years now. We were as much in love as if we'd just started dating.
The bath is ready. You should get in before dinner.
How about we go in together for once? We can save hot water that way.
Yeah, you're right. All I need to do is put the garlic bread in the oven. Anyway, so let's do it.
Yay! I'll be headed in then.
Okay.
A couple minutes later, I was waiting in the bathtub, soaking ahead of her. Finally, Jessie arrived at the bathtub after setting the oven to warm. Since my wife and I sleep with each other at least once a week, I'm used to seeing my wife naked. But the sight of my young wife's soft skin in the bathtub was a little tantalizing, even for me. Hurry up and get in. You're gonna catch a cold if you stand out here like that.
Don't you think it's too tight for the two of us? Our bathtub isn't that big.
You can sit on my lap then. Come here.
What? But I'm heavy.
Don't worry, you're light, Jessie.
Okay, then I'm coming in.
I know some of you single gentlemen are probably thinking, what the hell are you sharing with us? But don't get all upset. This is the part of the story you've been waiting for. I was sitting across from Jessie in the bathtub at this point, and when I looked at her breasts, I noticed something odd. For some reason, the tips of her breasts in the bathtub seemed to look cloudy. Huh?
What is it? Looking at a person's breasts closely, it's embarrassing for you to look at me so intently.
Oh, sorry, but this... Huh?
What? Hey, don't pinch me all of a sudden.
I knew it. No doubt about it.
Huh? What?
You're producing breast milk. A lot of it, too.
What? No way. I haven't even had a baby yet. There's no way. Wait a minute. You're right. There's a lot coming out.
Jessie stood up in surprise. The tips of her breasts were covered in a cloudy white fluid that clearly looked like breast milk. I squeezed Jessie's breasts, and then white fluid poured out from the tips. When I put the liquid to my nose, I could smell something creamy and sweet. I can't remember the last time I drank my mother's milk, but I'm sure this is breast milk. Hey, could you be pregnant?
No way. Even if I was, you start to produce breast milk after giving birth, right?
I don't know. I don't have kids, so... But if you weren't pregnant, then why?
I don't know. Well, let's just see what happens today, shall we? Maybe it just happened to come out today.
How is it possible that it just happened to come out? But I don't know everything about women's bodies. That day, we were going to make out in the bath until it was time for dinner. But I was so taken aback that my dirty feelings vanished. But Jessie didn't even have a child to breastfeed. Why was she producing milk? It's not normal. Feeling anxious, I couldn't eat dinner. After dinner, I went to my room alone. I decided to check the internet for similar cases. I see. The results showed that Jessie's symptoms were pituitary tumor, thyroid disease, ovarian tumor, and other diseases related to hormone secretion. It turns out that what she was experiencing is symptoms for one of these diseases. But of course, we won't know for sure until we go to the hospital for an examination. But it's still a possibility. We have to think about her future. I think it's best to get her to a hospital for a full examination as soon as possible. It's very depressing, but in order for Jessie and I to be able to laugh together in the future, I'm going to have to tell her about this. I left my room and headed for Jessie, who should be watching TV in the living room by now.
I'm fine with it. Seriously.
When I got to the living room, Jessie looked happy. She was talking on the phone to someone. She was so engrossed in the phone call that she didn't notice I was behind her.
Maybe this happened because you squeezed my breast so much, but now we can finally do breast milk play.
Oliver, by the way, is a guy I went to school with. We've been best friends for 10 years. Jessie is a senior from the same university as me, so there's nothing wrong with talking to Oliver on the phone as a friend.
A kid? No, I'm not pregnant. Sorry for bringing your hopes up, but yeah, I want to have a baby with you too.
What? Did she just say that?
Did I let Noah suck on them? Of course not. I'll only let you do that, Oliver.
Huh? What is she saying?
So far, I've only posed for you, but from now on, I'll be able to let you suck real mother's milk. Yeah, look forward to the next time you come over to my house, handsome.
No doubt about it, she is having an affair with Oliver, and in the sanctuary of her home while I'm away? This is something I found out later. Jesse and Oliver had been having an occasional fling since college. Oliver had a girlfriend, so they'd only hook up once a month or so, but since Oliver dumped her about 6 months ago, they'd been seeing each other 2 to 3 times a week, so he was making love to her a lot more often than I, her husband. "Hey, I heard all that, you son of a bitch. I can't believe you're cheating on me with Oliver. What the hell are you doing?" Damn it! I was so worried that you might be sick. I didn't think you'd betray me in the worst way. No, it's a misunderstanding. I didn't do anything wrong. Don't give me excuses. I can ask Oliver directly. I'm calling Oliver on the phone right now. Don't do anything stupid. I take the phone out of Jesse's hand, who is stiffened by the turn of events. I then call Oliver to our house. At first, he thought I was just asking him out for a drink, but then he saw the look on Jesse's pale face and realized what was going on. Oliver suddenly bowed his head to me and said, "I'm sorry. Jesse's breasts were so big that I couldn't resist." Indeed, Jesse's breasts are E-cup dynamite breasts that a boobs lover like Oliver would find irresistible, but that doesn't mean he can put his hands on his best friend's wife. I would have been able to dismiss it as a youthful indiscretion if it was happening when we were still dating, but after we got married, we still see each other as often as we did before. Actually, the frequency of our encounters has increased since we got married. At this time, my brain was running at full speed like never before. I was desperately thinking about how to punish these two people most severely. And then it hit me. I need to tell them that Jesse may have a serious illness. In addition, I would make Oliver take care of Jesse's future life. "You were just happily informing Oliver that you were producing breast milk, but that's probably a symptom of a very serious illness." "What? What are you talking about?" "You're not even pregnant and suddenly you're breastfeeding? It could be a symptom of pituitary tumor, thyroid disease, or ovarian tumor." That can't be. This is a miracle from God. It's a miracle created from how much I love Oliver. Huh? Are you seriously saying that? Of course I am. You son of a bitch. You saw that you couldn't get away with it anymore. You finally admitted to it. Alright then, let's make a bet. You like to gamble, don't you, Oliver? A bet? What bet? A bet whether Jessie is really sick or not. We can check with an examination at the hospital. If she's really sick, then I win. If she's not sick, then you win. But even if you say that, I don't even know what we're betting. If you win the bet, then you can have Jessie. But if I win, you have to take care of Jessie for the rest of your life. Isn't that both the same outcome? Let's do this. I accept. Phew, I'm glad Jessie is an idiot. Well, actually, Oliver was hesitant to take the bet. Anyway, that's how Jessie ended up in the hospital for a full exam. A week later, the results came back. The results? I won. Jessie had a pretty serious disease called thyroid cancer. Well, the 5-year survival rate of this cancer is 99%, which is pretty high, and the prognosis is much better than other types of cancer, but it was a blessing in disguise. The only problem is that Jessie became infertile because of the surgery to remove her thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is an organ that secretes hormones that promote reproductive function. If the thyroid gland is not functioning properly, it can lead to infertility. Huh? Did Oliver not come to visit you? As soon as he found out I was incapable of having children, he stopped contacting me. Oh, really? Well, it's fine. I know where he lives anyway. I mean, you weren't serious when you said that, were you? Huh? About what? About giving me to Oliver? That was just a joke, right? Of course that wasn't a joke. I'm serious. Huh? Are you throwing me away? You seem to be fine with it. Don't try to come back to me just because Oliver abandoned you. But... Well, don't worry. I've already told Oliver's parents about it. It's just a matter of time until we find Oliver. I congratulate you both on your new beginnings in life. Afterwards, Oliver's parents were successfully able to locate him. After renewed discussions, Oliver and Jessie were to be married. But by this time, their love had long since faded. A loveless marriage. I'm sure it's nothing but torture. Anyway, I was able to get alimony from them, and I got to have a little fun to make them suffer at the end. I'm reasonably happy with that. Oh, by the way, Jessie's cancer came back, and they said there's less than a 7% chance of reoccurrence. In Jessie's words, it's like a miracle in reverse. But Jessie has a partner who supports her in her fight against cancer, even without me. It's not like I care or need that information though. Well, I hope they can get through this crisis together, even without love for one another. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to seeing you again. Please subscribe to